Okay, so we know that there are 6 trig functions, right? We have sine, we have cosine and tangent, and then we also learned about secant, cosecant, and cotangent. Now, we know that some of these functions are reciprocals of the others, and then we also learned the 3 Pythagorean identities, but there is a nice little memory aid that you can use to help you remember those relationships. And so the first thing that we need to do is we need to find the 3 functions that do not begin with the letter C. Okay, so sine doesn't begin with C, tangent doesn't begin with C, neither does secant, right? So we need to start with the non-C trig functions. Okay, so there's 6 trig functions, and a 6-sided polygon is called a hexagon, right? So let's talk about the magic hexagon. Okay, so we have a hexagon. It's a 6-sided shape, right? Okay, and so the way we fill this out, right, we're going to put a trig function at each corner, and we're going to do the left-hand side first. And what we're going to do is we are going to write in the 3 functions that do not begin with the letter C, and those are the ones that I have underlined, and sort of the order of popularity, or the, like, which one's the most common, right, that goes first. So of sine, tangent, and secant, the one that we use most often, right, is sine. So that goes first. And it has to go in this order, otherwise it doesn't work. Okay. Then we have tangent and secant. Well, which one's the next most popular function? Well, tangent, right? And then finally, last but not least, we have secant. So those are the 3 functions that go on the left-hand side of your hexagon in that order. So it's the order of popularity. And they don't begin with the letter C. Okay, so now I'm going to draw this line across, and on the right-hand side of the hexagon, I'm going to put the corresponding cofunctions, right? So the cofunction that goes with sine is cosine. The cofunction that goes with tangent is cotangent. And the cofunction that goes with secant is cosecant. And that's how I set up the functions. Now, I draw some diagonals, right, from corner to corner. Okay. Well, this actually gives you the reciprocals, right? Sine and cosecant are reciprocals, right? So sine of theta is equal to 1 over cosecant theta. Similarly, cosecant of theta is 1 over sine theta. They're reciprocals, right? And so tangent and cotangent are reciprocal, so tan theta is 1 over cotangent theta, and cotangent theta is 1 over tangent theta. And similarly, cosine and secant are reciprocals. So cosine of theta is 1 over secant of theta. Similarly, secant of theta is 1 over cosine of theta. Okay, so this is a quick way to remember your reciprocals. But this gets better. I'm going to put this on the second page just so that we can see, or scroll down here. Let me draw my hexagon again. So what comes first? The most popular trig function that does not begin with the letter C is sine. The next most popular that doesn't begin with the letter C is tangent. And then we have secant, and their corresponding cofunctions are cosine, cotan, and cosecant. Okay. Well, if you notice here, I have a bunch of triangles inside my hexagons, right? And if I go corner to corner, there's only 3 triangles that I can write the number 7 in, right? This one, and this one. Okay, and in the middle, I'm going to put the number 1. This is going to help me with my Pythagorean identity. So basically what I do is I follow the 7. I take this corner, I square it, right, plus this corner and square it equals this corner squared, right? So if I follow this first triangle here, right, I have sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1 squared, which is 1. Let me write that down. I have sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1 squared, which is 1. Similarly, we derived the other two Pythagorean identities earlier, but we can just look at this hexagon, right, and follow this triangle here. Tangent squared theta plus 1 squared, which is 1, is secant squared. And last but not least, 1 squared, which is 1, plus cotangent squared theta equals cosecant squared theta. And those are our three Pythagorean identities that we get from our magic hexagon. And not only that, but we also get the reciprocals. So this hexagon is really easy to remember how to set up, and then you just need to know how to use it to figure out your reciprocals and your Pythagorean identities. So this is worth spending some time memorizing and learning how to use so that you have this forever.